You're welcome to the School Owners Forum, Nigeria's largest training network of school owners, of teachers, of parents, of education stakeholders generally. And I'm David Adeniji, by the grace of God, convener of the School Owners Forum. I'd like you to sit back and relax because this is Unlock with me, David Adeniji. We are always here every Saturday, and what we do is to bring you quality school growth teaching, school growth lectures. We have testimonies, and that has been our motivation all along. Once again, this is Unlock with me, David Adeniji. I'll be right back. All right, so the title of today's class is very simple. It says 10 things you must do by first week of resumption to enhance sales. 10 things you must do by first sales. Listen to this. I always tell you, especially all our partners, all our members across the nation, that there is no second chance to make the first impression. You see, in business, perception comes before reality. How you start a relationship determines what you will get in that relationship. And what happens by your first week of resumption is a summary of how the term will swing. And so if you are not able to put your best feet forward, you're not able to get the right responses from your parents in the first week, then it may be a bit difficult to get everything that you deserve from that term. And so that is why we're having this meeting today. I'm going to share with you 10 things out of the four-legged school growth strategy. Of course, the series is titled The Four-Legged School Growth Strategy. And I'd like you to understand that the four-legged school growth strategy is not just one book. The four-legged school growth strategy are three books together. The four-legged school growth strategy itself, Thrive, and the Indispensable Teacher. So this series, I have decided to keep giving tips and tips. So there are 10 things you need to do to enhance your sales in the new term, in the new session. But in this class, I will go only 3 because of my time. What am I going to be doing? I'm going to be showing you here that there are 3 stakeholders that determine your sales in school. There are only 3 stakeholders, not just 3, but I'm going to be sharing 3 out of them. We are talking about existing parents, prospective parents, and teachers. So existing parents, prospective parents, and then your staff. So somebody is asking me that, David, what am I going to do? There are certain things you need to know about your existing parents. There are certain things you need to do about your prospective parents, new enrollment, and there are certain things you need to tell your teachers, your staff, to enhance your enrollment figures, to enhance your sales. Not in the second week, I'm talking about in the very first week. Again, I'd like you to sit back and relax. I'm David Adeniji, by the grace of God, convener of the School Owners Forum. Let us go for this short, wonderful break again, and then let me invite others into the class. I'll be right back. Do you know that the worth of your school is the combined worth of your teachers? Do you know that the value of your school is the combined value that your parents have placed on your teachers? Are you having problems with making your teachers cooperate with you and be productive as you would want to be? What you need is our training. We have trained over 10,000 teachers in the last few years, and the results have been tremendous. We have 2 packages. We have the leadership attitude, skills, and ethics, which is LACE for teachers, and we also have TRACE, teachers reorientation for action, capacity, and excellence. So which of them do you want? Call us and let us train your teachers. The results will amaze you. We will help them see the reasons why cooperating with you leads to their own growth, and at the end of the day, it leads to the growth of the school. So it's important. Let us train your teachers. We can come to your school, train them in your school. We can also organize that training for you online. Hello, school owner.
You need a social media and web assistant, someone who will design flyers, beautiful flyers, twice every week, manage your website, and make sure that the beautiful things that happen in your school on daily basis well presented to an online audience, both your parents and even prospective parents who are not in your school. Every day in the life of a school is an event, is a story that can be packaged and told to the world. Unfortunately, many of us pay hundreds of thousands of naira, sometimes millions, as salaries. But we don't have anybody managing our image online. You will design 2 flyers per week, post those articles on your social media handles, also post them on your website, and follow up on your pages, comments, and all of that. Before you know it, you begin to get calls. Don't limit yourself to your physical environment. There are many people out there looking for your kind of school, but they are not seeing it because they are Googling it online, they are going on social media, they are not seeing you. So you need a social media assistant and a web assistant.
All right, let me go very quickly into the class. Somebody is talking to me here right now. Thank you very much. I'd like you to tell me where you are watching from. Don't hesitate. Just tell me where you are following from, your state, your town, where your school is located. Also tell me the name of your state, name of your school, or whatever organizations you represent. I know that right here on the platform, we have schools, we have teachers, school owners, we have consultants. Also, tell me the association you represent. And also, I'd like you to drop a comment right now on the stream. Drop a comment. I'd like you to share the video, and I'd like you to like the video if you're on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, I want you to click on the subscribe button. Let us double that subscriber figure right now, because this is the School Owners Forum, Nigeria's largest training network of school owners, of teachers, of education stakeholders generally. What are we talking about today? 10 things you must do by first week of resumption to enhance your sales. So let me share my slide. You know, I always come prepared. By the grace of God, we always come loaded for this class. And I'm glad that you're always here. Without you, there will be no class. Without the student, there is no teacher. All right, so what are the 10 things you need to do? I said in this class, I'm going to be sharing 4. I will not be sharing all of them because of my time. But if you need to get the rest, just call for the combo pack of the 4-legged school growth strategy, which comprises of 3 books. The 4-legged school growth strategy, the indispensable teacher, and Thrive. I want to share my screen right now, and that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so let me go and share my screen right now. Okay, it is here. Now look at it. It is right here for you. The series still remains the 4-legged school growth strategy, and today's topic is titled "The 10 Things You Must Do by First Week of Resumption to Enhance Your Skill, your sales." So let me go quickly into the class. Number 1 thing I want to say in this class, that there is no second chance to make the first impression. I believe I had said that before, and I want you to follow carefully. There is no second chance to make the first impression. And what do I mean by that? In business, there's something we call perception. Perception is what people think about you. Reality is who you are. People are going to think something about you before they see who you are. When parents bring children into your school, they do not know whether you can deliver or not. What I'm saying is that you can only promise them. Your promises notwithstanding, they have to be convinced by what they see in the first week, especially what they see when they come first. So what happens by your first week of resumption is a summary of how the term will swing. Now, I'm going to be zeroing in my class onto 3 sets of people. 3 sets of people that determine how much you will make in the term, and they determine it in the first week of resumption. Those 3 sets of people are: 1, your existing parents, the one who are resuming back; 2, prospective parents, the ones who want to enroll afresh. And then 3, your teachers or your staff, the people, your team members, those who will receive them. Now, there are certain things you need to tell your teachers this week. Now, I'm happy for you if you are watching this class right now. I'm happy for you because I'm going to tell you some things that you will go ahead and tell your teachers. Once again, if you are joining the class right now, I want you to like, share, comment, depending on whichever social media handle you're following, depending on whichever platform. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. If you're on Facebook, drop a comment. And the comment I want you to drop right now, and everyone, is that let me know the name of your school or your association or your organization, and let me also know the state or country. I know there are people following us from Liberia, from Sierra Leone, from Mozambique, and from Ghana, from Benin Republic. I know that we are going African gradually. We are going out of the shores of Nigeria. And so I want you to let me know where you are following from and also the name of your organization. All right, so the first thing I want to tell you here is that there is no second chance to make the first impression. If you don't tell your teachers the right thing in the first week of resumption, if you don't understand the psychology of new parents in the first week of resumption, if you don't understand how exactly to handle your existing parents in the first week of resumption, you may go ahead in the term and struggle. That's why many people say they are struggling. They didn't get all their money or they didn't make all the sales they were supposed to make. Second thing is that I want you to know that there are tips for converting new parents during inspection tours. Many of these new parents have been coming in the holiday, but a lot of them, listen to me, everyone, many of them will come by first week of resumption again. Many of the new parents will come again and they want to enroll. You understand? Many of them will come again. They want to enroll. I give you an example. Look at this. Look at these schools now. Look at these schools. Schools like because you see, this is when it's like a net. This is your week, the week when you are to catch a full net. All right, listen to this. Look at these schools here. Schools like Nikki B Comprehensive High School, schools like Duchess International School, Imo State, Nikki B is in Lagos here, schools like Alpha Rehoboth in Lagos here, schools like Delightsome Schools in Osogbo. What have they done? They have engaged our service to help us, to help them capture the thought, to help them capture the impression of all of new parents in this new session, in this new time. How are we going about it? We are going about it through our social media assistance service. But that's a digression. What am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is that this new session, especially this new week, is the week when you are going to have a higher number of parents visiting the school, trying to inspect. And as they are inspecting, they are profiling your school against other places, against where they are coming from. And so there are certain things you need to know, that you need to learn on how to convert those new parents into paying parents in the first week of resumption, even as they come to inspect your school. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take that in this class. We have had it in the past. If you need it, you can call for it. You understand? But let's continue. This is the first point I made. There is no second chance to make the first impression. And let me tell you something. You are not only making the first impression on new parents, you're also making a re-impression on existing parents who will come back. Listen to me. You know that in this class I have said that I'm focusing on 3 stakeholders. Number 1, new parents. Number 2, existing parents. Number 3, your teachers and your staff. There are certain things you need to tell them. And I'm going to tell you in this class. All right. Now, so those are the 3 sets of people that determine your enrollment in school. So who are they? Look at them. You're talking about new parents, existing parents, and then what? Your staff. So let me go ahead. I want you to know something. Let somebody say, don't take it for granted. Now, listen to me. Here's what I'm saying. Don't take it for granted that your existing parents are coming back. Now, look at my face. Many of us feel that we are entitled. We feel this entitlement mentality that, yes, they are my parents. They went on break. They are coming back. Who tells you? Never take it for granted that your parents are coming back. Listen to me. Every new session or term, some existing parents who return, they only do so reluctantly, either because they couldn't locate another school or because they had no time to search for another school. And so every time you see your parents come back, now listen to this. Hear this. Some of your parents even tried to locate a new school. Some of them have shopped for another school, but they could not afford it. Why? Because of the new uniforms, new books, and other fees that they will be made to pay again. So here's what I'm saying. Every time you see your existing parent walk into the school through the gate at the beginning of the term, I want you to just say, Father, I thank you. Thank God in your heart and be ready to over-delight them this time. Listen to me. Parents do their subscription. Every time your parents, that school fees is a subscription. It's a termly subscription. Everything, every 4 months, they get to pay again. So every time your parents renew their subscription, you are gifted with a brand new opportunity to improve their experience. And that's what I'm going to start with in this class. What should you tell your new parent that will help you to enhance your sale, that will make them pay early, that will make them pay on time, that will make them stop defaulting? Remember, I have a class that is titled 15 Ways to Identify Debtors, Potential Debtors Among Prospective Parents. I'm coming to that one. But you see, every time your existing parents walk into the school at the beginning of the term, it means you are gifted. You should just thank God and say, oh, Father, I thank you that they are back. Now, I have been given another opportunity to improve their experience, to convince them that this is the right place to be. So how? The question is how? How are we going to go about that? Let me teach you. Let me show you. The answer is simple. The answer is delight. It's a word, just one word. DELIGHT. I want you to write down that word. The word is called delight. Parent satisfaction is the biggest recipe for school growth. Somebody is saying, David, what am I saying today? You want to tell me what to do to enhance my sales in the first week? Yeah, I want to tell you. But what I'm telling you, where I'm starting from, is that I'm starting from the existing parents. Now, I want you to understand that the reason your parents default is because they are not satisfied. So when they are satisfied, every time they are satisfied, you will see the difference. You will see the impact in their paying behavior. Somebody is asking me, what do I mean? Here's what I mean. Parent satisfaction is the biggest recipe for school growth. I want somebody to type on the chat box, say parent satisfaction. Say, I will satisfy my parents. Many of us are looking for new parents when the existing ones are groaning. They are groaning. Now, let me tell you the reason. Let me tell you what I'm talking about. You may be teaching well. That is not the issue. You may be teaching those children well, but your service may be poor. Your service delivery may be poor. And so in the first week of resumption, some of your parents are coming back simply because they could not locate another school. If they had their way, they would have left. And so they come, they will say, let me go. After all, he will not force me to make payment. Let me just go and try. I want you to move up to a situation, to a position where you take parent satisfaction as your utmost goal. Many of us, we drop existing parents because we want new ones. I want you to type on this chat box, say, I will satisfy my parents. I want everybody. I think we have quite a number of people on the broadcast now say, I will satisfy my parents. I will satisfy my parent. But the question is, how? How will you satisfy your parent? Somebody says, I don't even know what he's saying. I don't know what my parents need again. Their children are coming tops. I know of some parents, even though their children came tops last term, they will just withdraw the children next term because they are not satisfied with your service. There's an experience that you are not giving them. But let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, I hope you have gotten this point. Parent satisfaction is what will make your sales, jump. If you are not getting a good payment behavior, apart from some few parents who are perennial debtors, who are just habitual debtors, some parents like me, if I pay your money once and I'm not satisfied with the service, there's something we call service delivery. It is not just academics. School is a business. There are other aspects of the business that is not even academics. How about how you welcome the parents? How about your neatness? How about your environment? How about your customer care? How about your a lot of things? Let me show you how. Let me show you. Listen to me. I want you to start this term by asking your parents what they really want for each child. Now, let me spend a little time on that. Listen to me. Business is not about the product or the service. It's about the people for whom the service is meant. Are you getting me? Marketing is not about the product or the service. It's about the people for whom the product or service is meant. Have you ever asked your parent what they want exactly for each child? A parent has 4 children in your school. Have you ever sat them down and said, man, what do you want to be achieved? What do you want us to achieve on Angel, on James, on John? Have you ever sat down to ask your parents what they really want? Don't assume. See, listen to me. Many of us assume many times. Look at this. Don't assume that you are offering them. Don't assume that what you are offering them is exactly what they want. Many times, what you are offering the parent is what you think they need, is what you think they want. You are not offering them what they want. So I want you to take time in the first week of resumption as they are walking into your school. You know what? Create a desk, create a department, create a customer satisfaction department. I'm giving you a hint. I'm giving you a secret. Customer, parent satisfaction department. Create a parent satisfaction department in your school. Your parents are not satisfied. They are only enduring your school. They are not enjoying it. You understand? There is a difference. They may be enduring you because you are not totally bad. You understand? You are good in some aspects. But you see, I want you to move your parents from a position of endurance to a position of enjoying. They must enjoy your service. But how are they going to enjoy your service? How they will enjoy your service is when you know exactly their expectation. So, can I ask you a question? This is a new term. It's a new session. What are your parents' expectations? Do you care to ask? Sometimes, many of us, we even know, but we do not have the resources to fulfill it. And then you complain that they are not paying early. You complain that they are defaulting. You know what they want, but you don't have the money to execute it. Then you have to do something about it. Are your parents satisfied? Create a customer, a parent satisfaction department. Find out from each parent what they want. But that's not all. Let me go on. I'm going to continue right now. Look at it. Look at it. Don't assume. Look at this. Let them tell you what you didn't do well last term. Yes. Now, don't allow parents to keep telling you you are the best. You are good. You are nice. I love your school. I love this and that. No. Sit them down and ask them, get honest response. What are the things we didn't do well? What are the things that we didn't, listen to me, if there was a reason why you wanted to change your children's school, is if there was a reason why you are considering to changing your children's school, what is that reason? They will just cut off all the smiles and look at you straight in the eyeball and say, you got us there. This is what we want. Are you getting my point? Tell your parents, ask them, what are the things we didn't do right? Say, what are the things we didn't do right? I'm not saying PTA meeting. See, forget about all these PTA meetings. You don't achieve much. Go one-on-one with each parent as they come in, each existing parent as they come in on the first week of resumption. There is no magic. School growth is directly proportional to parent satisfaction. Listen to me once again. School growth, sales enhancement, enrollment, money, income is directly proportional to parent satisfaction. Your parents may be smiling. They may be laughing with you. They may be smiling with you, but they may not be satisfied in some areas. Sometimes you are teaching well, but they do not like the fact that your classes are too small. Sometimes you are teaching them well, but they do not just like the fact that you did not create a place for them to sit when they come to pick their children. Sometimes you are teaching them well, but they do not like the fact that there is no parking space in your school when they drive to the school to pick their kids. You understand? Small things, little things, you don't see. You may be teaching well, but they may not like the fact that your security is porous. Somebody's getting this. You may be teaching well, they are coming tops, they are having flying colors, but they do not like the fact that there are too many potholes on the road to your school. You understand? So you begin to wonder, what am I not doing right? It may simply be because your junction, the gutter there, is too wide. Their car is getting damaged as they try to drive. See, let me tell you something. Parents are wonderful sets of people. They will not tell you those things. You know why? Because that is not the primary responsibility of the school. Your primary responsibility is education, right? Yes, but education is not the only thing that will make them satisfied. Your parents want to feel good. They want to feel, they want to belong to their class. They don't want to look, you understand? They want to look good. They want to be convenient as they pay you. Why will I pay you school fees? Listen to me. Why should I be paying school fees when I pay school fees and yet as I drive to your school every day, my car is getting damaged? You may say, David, but it's not my job to fix the road. I know it's not your job. But if the parents see that you are doing something, at least, I know a particular school owner, you know what? Every time it is new, every new term, he goes to buy about 12 tippers of sand, 12 tippers of laterite to fill some potholes, about 5 tippers of, or maybe a few tippers of laterite to fill some potholes just on the road to their school. You may not have solved the problem completely, but the parent will smile that he is trying. Remember when I taught you about community project strategy? Remember, your parents must be satisfied. I want you to write it on that chat box. Say, parent satisfaction, school growth or sales and enrollment is directly proportional to parent satisfaction. Unfortunately, look at this. Unfortunately, many schools are more concerned with collecting money than working for the money collected. I hope you are not in that category. Don't be more concerned with collecting money than working for the money you are collecting. Don't substitute colorful environment for sterling performance. Listen to me. Do not substitute colorful environment for sterling performance. And that's another point I want to make. Many of us, we have gone ahead to paint our schools. You paint the school, but you did not employ the right teachers. You are managing the teachers whom you know are not competent because you don't want to go for teachers that are more expensive. Who tells you? The parent knows. Somebody is saying, well, I love school start holders. They are better at the job. I understand you. But the point is not that you love school start holders. The point is that you don't have money to pay. So when you hear a school owner that saying, I love school start holders, they are cheap and they are efficient, they are effective, you are not, that's not correct. That is not correct. You don't have money to pay. If you have money to pay, if you are ready to sacrifice, you will get teachers that are not just qualified, but are also experienced at your level. You can talk to us. We're going to help you. So parent satisfaction is directly proportional to school growth. I'd like you to sit back and hang in there because it's about to get very, very, very interesting. I'm enjoying myself. All right. Once again, this is the School Owners Forum, Nigeria's largest training network of school owners, of teachers, of education stakeholders generally. And I'm David Adeniji, by the grace of God. Wait 2 minutes, 2 seconds, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'd like you to remind you of something. Resumption is close. I want to wish every one of us happy resumption. School is resuming, especially a few schools who have subscribed to our social media assistance service. Now, what is a social media assistant? Many of us, our social media handles, it's just not there. You need somebody to design beautiful flyers for you. Beautiful flyers. Look at these flyers. You need somebody to design beautiful flyers, to post those flyers on your social media handles. As I speak with you, you are supposed to be making a lot of noise on social media, especially on the social media handles of your parents. Take a look at the following. Look at these beautiful flyers that our social media assistants created for these schools. You understand? We are going to help you. This is another one. Look at this, another one. This is at this school is Oshogbo. Osun State is resuming by 10th of October. So your social media assistant is going to help you to handle your social media and make it. You know what? You're going to get prospects. You're going to get leads from your social media handles, and that service it's only 30,000 monthly. I'd like you to subscribe to that service. Somebody is still here. Are you still here? Let us continue this class. All right. So we are done with that of existing parents. Now, look at this again. There's a problem I notice in schools. You understand? There is a problem I notice. In most schools, revision week is another name for do nothing. What do you do in your own revision week? In many schools, they just take that revision week as an excuse for doing nothing. So I'm not saying revision is not good. That first week of resumption, I know that it's a revision week, right? In most schools, revision week is another name for do nothing. We while away precious hours, all in the name of revision week. The first week of resumption is the week of re-impression. Listen to that. The first week of resumption is the week of re-impression. You are to convince the new parent that your school is better than their former school. You are to convince the existing parent, you understand? You have to convince the existing parent that what? That they have not made a mistake coming back to the school to pay. See, the children have stayed too long at home, so you shouldn't resume and drag sluggishly as if you were not prepared for them, for the term. Now listen to what I want to tell you. Listen to this, everyone. Your diligence on that first week could determine how early you get your school fees paid. Are you with me? Is somebody here right now? The first week of resumption is the week when you put your best feet forward. For the existing parent is the week when you roll out your agenda for the term. Listen to me. You roll out your agenda for the term. You let them know what they should expect. Are you getting my point now? In the first week of resumption, you roll out the calendar. You sell your programs. You don't wait until, see, if you are going to have a PTA meeting by 7th week, you don't wait until 6th week before you start announcing it. It is the first week of resumption. You tell them, you roll out an agenda. You can make it a brochure. You can make it a short video. You can make it a flyer. You let them understand that what they are coming to do, their money is going to work, do the job that they are paid for. So the first week of resumption is not a week when you waste. Many of us, we waste the week on revision. The children are doing nothing. They are just making noise. The children are just, they will go and come back, nothing. The parents will be discouraged. You know why? Because the children have stayed at home for too long already. And so this will help you to enhance your sales. The parent will be encouraged to make payment. It's like the parent already knows what he's putting money on. Are you getting my point? The parent knows that, oh, the children are in for another wonderful, wonderful experience. Is somebody following me right now? I want you to say something. I want you to drop a comment. I want you to tell me what you are planning to tell your parents in the first week of resumption. It's not just about collecting money. Many of us, we are too engrossed with collecting school fees in the first week of resumption that we forget to tell the people who are making the payment what their money is going to do for that week. Perception comes before reality. Is somebody with me right now? Have you told me where you are watching from? If you have not told me where you are watching from, I'd like you to tell me right now. But before then, I want to show you that if you have not gotten our 3 books, because the remaining part of this meeting, I'm not done yet. I'm still talking about the existing parents. I'm still talking about the existing parent. I'm going to go to the new parent, and then I'm going to go to teachers. I will tell you what you should tell your teachers come resumption. Listen to me. If your teachers have not gone through our training, then you are missing a lot. Let me show you the testimony of one of our schools that had our training. Let me show you the testimony. I'm going to read it out for you right on my WhatsApp page. Listen to me. Look at it. Look at it. So I want you to see it yourself. Look at it yourself. Look at this. Let me show you the testimony of one of the parents that bought our training. It's just 30,000 if you are not in Lagos. If you are not in Lagos, maybe you want a remote, you want us to train them remotely. It's just 30,000 for a recorded training. It's 3.5 hours. Now look at this. Okay. Look at this. Look at this testimony. I'm just reading it directly from what she sent to us. Are you seeing my screen? I want you to see my screen because I'm reading from the screen. Good afternoon, Mr. Adeniji. I have wanted to get back to you concerning the program. Your training was really powerful. Teachers have been coming to say thank you after the training. It is worth the price. Though I wasn't able to listen to the third part, but the teachers testified to having changed mindset. On Thursday, we were in Amuwo Dofi. We were in Festac. You understand? And then last week, Tuesday, we were in Badagry. So if you are in Lagos, if you are outside Lagos, you got no excuse. Let us train your teachers. Are you with me? Let us train your teachers. There are certain things you need to tell them. That training is just 30,000 naira. If you are not for recorded training. If a physical training is 100,000 And so you let us tell them what. But anyway, if you cannot afford the training, I'm going to tell you what you should tell them in this class. Please don't leave the class yet. Wait until the end. Let me continue this class. So I'm still on existing parent. I want to deal with that existing parent really, because bulk of the bulk part of your money is coming from the existing parent. And many of them, they came back not having 100% assurance, but they just reluctantly came back. You need to convince them. So what is it that you need to tell them? Look at this. So I'm talking about the first week of resumption, and I'm talking about that revision week. Don't let your revision be waste of time. Don't waste time. Set out the agenda for the term. Let the parent know. Sell your programs. Sell yourself. Sell yourself to the parent, to the existing parent. Market yourself to the existing parent. Let them be excited. Don't let it be school as usual. You understand? Resumption as usual. See, look at this. Look at it here. All right, let me go to the new parents. Here is how new parents think. New parents who enroll are continuously profiling your school against the other ones that they have seen. Your promise of delivery, irrespective, there is no way to verify until they enroll. You know that there's no way a new parent will verify your claims until they have enrolled. You understand? Until they have enrolled, there is no way to verify the things you are saying. And so that is why your first week of resumption is when you will convince them. What they see you do in the first week of resumption will determine whether they will fall in love with your school. Listen to me. Even if you succeed in getting the first payment from them, their response subsequently depends on what they perceive, especially in the first week of resumption. So I'd like you to put your best feet forward. Let everybody all across, everybody watching this, I want you to just grab the phone now and type on the chat box, put your best feet forward. Put your best feet forward. The person that is manning the front desk should be the best person. The security person should be in his best mood. Their drivers should be in their best mood. Your front desk, your reception should be the most beautiful place in the school. The reception should be the most beautiful place in the school. Put your best feet forward. Let somebody type that. I want everyone to type it. I'm not going to continue until everybody types that. Yes. Put your best feet forward. Put your best feet forward. Put your best feet forward. What do I mean? The best among your teachers, the one that has the best communication skills, should be the one attending to the new parents. Are you getting me? You have 3 school buses, right? The best one among them should be the one you should drive out to pick new parents on the first week of resumption. Hello, listen to me. That's your boss, the best school bus, that Hummer. Don't use the bad one. Use the best one. That is the one that should go and pick new parents on the first week of resumption. Put your best feet forward. Put your best feet forward. Put your best feet or foot, whichever, forward. Woo! Put your best feet forward. Do the best on that first week. Listen to me. Every teacher should wear new dresses on the first day of resumption. Every teacher should buy new shirts. Listen to me. I know what I'm saying. Last term, there was a dress code. There was a dress code. They wore those shirts. Those shirts are now shabby. It is now worn out. Every new term, at least a teacher should buy a new shirt. They should buy a new set of shirts, new set of clothes. Put Put your best feet forward. That is what I'm saying. At your at your gate, your security man, call them, change their uniform, change their shoe. You understand? Your driver, get them new clothes, your best feet. You understand? You don't have the second chance to make the first impression. You don't have the second chance to make the first impression. There are many schools. There are many schools in the area. Sometimes it's your attitude that will get you the parent. You understand? Put your best foot forward. Don't appear as somebody who's not expecting new parents. So when you get new parents, even if they pay, the fact that they paid the first payment does not mean they will continue to pay. If they pay early in the first term, if you don't put your best foot forward, especially if you let them feel discouraged, let me tell you something. When you resume, new parents, new children, teach them new things on the first week of resumption. See, I know what I'm saying. When you resume, your new parents, your new students, your new children, let your teachers teach them new things in the first week of resumption. Don't then go 1 week and you say nothing has been done. It's only revision. See, let their own revision be mixed with new things. Are you getting my point? You know why? Because it is the first week. I have just made payment. That money was difficult for me to drop, but I dropped it. I'm now waiting earnestly to see how you will deliver. So if I enroll children in your school, and then the children come to school Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, nothing, you say revision, Abba, no. Let's appoint a teacher that will help you to make the new children have new experiences on the first week. Put your best feet forward. The first week of resumption is not a week to waste for new parents. See, let the children learn what they don't know. Let them learn something that will wow the parents. For example, a child comes in afresh, and then you appoint a teacher to find out something that the child does not know that they're supposed to know. Let them learn it in the first week of resumption, so that when they get home, they will their parents will smile and say, wow, just 1 week, my child is now speaking French. Just 1 week, woo! Hello. Somebody is getting this. Put your best foot forward. Let new parents have a new experience in the first week. Let new children have a new experience that will wow their parents in the first week. When you do that, you will never find it difficult to collect money. When you do that, you will never find it difficult to collect money from parents. The reason you are finding it difficult is that the parents do not feel that you are doing anything special or different than their former school. So put your best feet forward. Let me continue this. Wow, it's getting interesting. Somebody is with me here. I'd like you to understand that this is the School Owners Forum, Nigeria's largest training network of school owners, of teachers, of education stakeholders generally. And I want you to know that we have a state chapter in your state. Yes, we have it's an association right now with state chapters all across the nation. We have a state chapter in your state. Ask me, I'm going to send you the contact of your state coordinator, because very soon we are having physical meetings again. All right. So let me continue this. Somebody is now asking me, David, all of this, what should we do? What else can we do? I believe you are counting it. The remaining part of this teaching is in this book. I mean, it's in these books. Look at this. Look at these books. I want you to get them if you haven't gotten these books. Look at this.
Every Everyone knows that on SOF we have 3 textbooks, and these are the books written by David Adeniji, convener of the School Owners Forum. Talking about the 4-legged school growth strategy. That is the best book when it comes to school growth. Talking about thrive, how to thrive with your school business in this new era, especially after the pandemic. A whole new era came to school business and you need to learn it. Thrive is a book to read. And then talking about the indispensable teacher. No, there is no other book that helps you manage teachers more than that. Even teachers actually are the ones who need this book too. So you need the book as a school owner. The teachers also need the book. Just order these 3 copies. There's a combo package that is very cheap. That is the price there. You will see it, and then we're going to ship the books to you. The 4-legged school growth strategy, the indispensable teacher, and thrive. Get those books today. Many of us use school management software that limit us in one way or the other, because they have not been upgraded to meet present global trends. Now you need to switch to ThinkAlly. ThinkAlly is Nigeria's largest school management software. Switch to ThinkAlly. It won't take you more than hours. We will do the switch for you. So it manages all your operations, admissions, exams, timetables, e-learning, online classes. Just name it. Bulk SMS. Everything is in it. Online exams, CBT. So switch to ThinkAlly school management software today. So you can go to thinkally.net. That is ThinkAlly, thinkally.net. Go there and check the features.
All right, welcome back. Let me round off the class. Let's coast home. You know, I told you that we are having, I said 10 things you need to do, 10 things you need to do by first week of resumption to enhance sales. And so we have looked at several things. I can't even count them, but we zeroed in on 3 stakeholders that determine your sales in the term. Talking about existing parents, talking about prospective parents, talking about new parents. And then I'm going to the last part. If you have left the class, come back. If you know anybody who has left, tell them that it's about to get very interesting. I'm going to tell you the most interesting part of this meeting now. I told you to hang in to the end. I want to tell you what you should go and tell your teachers in case you cannot afford our training for teachers. Our training for teachers, the physical training in Lagos is 100,000. But the same training can be done remotely via recorded videos, 3.5 hours, and it is 30,000. 3.5 hours. But in case you still cannot afford that, let me tell you what you need to tell your teachers to enhance your sales in this new term, to enhance your sales in the new session. So look at it. Take a look at it. How teachers determine your sales in the first week of resumption. How teachers determine your sales in the first week of resumption. Look at how they determine it. Let's look at it. There's something I call ethical interaction with parents. So teachers determine your sales through their interaction with the parents. There is a set of ethics when it comes to interacting with parents. Let me tell you something. Many of them, they studied education. And I can even ask you, you studied education in the university, but were you taught ethical interaction with parents? Were you taught how to grow a school? But we have all that body of knowledge right now in the SOF Academy. And that's part of what I'm teaching you right here. So let me show you what you need to show your teachers to enhance your sales in this new term, in the first week of the resumption. So let's go. Number one thing you need to tell your teachers, say, teachers, this school is our school. It's not my school. I put their here. Their here talks about the owners. So many of your teachers, when they want to refer to your school, they will say it's their school. Talking about the school owner, maybe the proprietor and proprietress, or the proprietress and her children. They will say, well, it's their school. It's not ours. It's not what was my own problem. So first of all, establish the point that, look here, you are stakeholders in this place. And how will they be stakeholders when you keep lording it over them, when you keep talking at them? And many school owners, they only talk at parent teachers They don't interact. They talk hard. You know, you yell at them, and then you want to now begin to tell them that they are stakeholders. Of course, you know that's not. So you need to change your attitude also. Go to your teachers and tell them that, look here, you are stakeholders in this business, and that is why you need to get our training for teachers. It's just 30,000. Okay, I'm going to tell them for 3.5 hours. See, this thing that I want you to tell them, I will tell them for 3.5 hours. I will be talking to them. By the time I'm done, they will know what is in need for them. Their minds will pop open, and they will suddenly realize that when they grow the school, they are growing their lives. I'm going to tell them, but don't worry. Let me tell you what to tell them. So look at this. Look at this. The primary concern of the teacher is not to change the parent attitude. Many of your teachers are trying to change the parent. They are trying to change parent behavior. No. The primary task of a teacher is to delight. Delight is the word. When you delight the parent, you will get their pockets. So listen to this. Teachers, tell your teachers, as the parents are walking into the gate, what should be running in your mind is how to delight. Delight. Delight is the word. Delight. When a parent comes and complains, don't talk back. Delight. When a parent says, why did my child come last term? You say, the teacher should not say, well, it's your fault. It's your fault because you did not help him at home. No, delight. When a parent comes and yells at the teacher, yes, some parents will come. Many parents, I'm sorry to say, many parents some parents do not exhibit the best attitudes. No problem. You are the one who need their money. You know why? Their money is putting food on your table. Teacher, the money that the parents are paying is putting food on your table. That is why when they throw shit at you, when they talk at you, you don't need to talk back. When they yell at you, you smile back. You know why? You must delight them. Their money is helping you to send your own children to school also. Delight is the word. So go and tell your teachers, say delight the parents. I want somebody to type on the chat box in the next 2 minutes. Delight. Everybody. Now, come on. Let me see. Say delight. Delight is the word. So tell your teachers, listen to me. Look at what you should tell them again. Look at what you should tell your teachers. Be extra nice. Extra nice. Remember, our primary job is to educate the children. Educating the parents on anything is secondary. Tell your teachers to stop trying to educate the parents. Have made up their mind up. See, you are not to educate them. I'm not saying that you should not tell them how to help you, but you can only tell them. What if they don't listen? You can only encourage them. I got a message of a parent that called the teacher and started talking at the teacher simply because the child got home and did not do assignment. Excuse me, whose job is it to do assignment, to help the child with assignment, with homework? But you see, when we analyze that situation, we said what? It is still the fault of the teacher. Why? Because if the teacher had taught the children how to make the homework exciting, perhaps the homework, the child does not even know it. If the child does the work in class with excitement, when he gets home, he will do it with excitement. Delight is the word. It doesn't matter what the parent says. Tell your teacher to delight them. So somebody is still telling me, say delight, delight, delight. Come on. Yeah, delight, delight. When your parent walking through the gate on Monday, as your teachers are looking at them, you are processing in your mind how I'm going to delight these parents. If they are coming to complain about money, don't spite them. Don't say, you know what, you just pay, you say that you pay or you walk away. No, don't tell a parent to walk away. Even when you know that they are not supposed to be in your school. Even when you know they can't afford your money. Just tell them, delight them. Let them smile. Let somebody say delight. Let somebody say smile. You must put smile on the faces of the parents as they walk in on Monday, as they walk in the first week of resumption, go and tell your parents. Go and tell your teachers. And if you want me to tell them, I will tell them. I'll meet you again next time. Same station. Thank you.